I wrote this about the day that I wanted to die and the day that I almost did. It's called What Death Feels Like. Have you ever had your heart sink into your chest and you taste it in the back of your throat? And every time you try to regurgitate some peace, you spit up depression and choke. And you think, maybe it's just the weather. Grandma says that this will pass. But have you ever drained your soul from your eyes weeping? Well, I know that I have. I've had days where the sunlight gave me so much anxiety that I'd close the curtains and hide. I've lived years of my life where I've hated myself so much that I didn't even want to be alive. And I carry scars so deep on my soul that they bled through the cuts in my legs. I've had thoughts that make me feel like insanity isn't so far-fetched in my head. And the night that I wanted to die, I took so many pills that I dreamed, but I opened my eyes to a nightmare so real that I couldn't even breathe. And it's hard to explain what death feels like, especially when you regret calling its name and you're choking on your will to live, saying maybe I made a grave mistake. Maybe I wasn't really ready. God, please give me another day. You know, it's funny that I never appreciated time until it was almost taken away. I shouted, God, I want to feel the daylight and the warmth of the sun on my skin. God, I want to see my son smile again and that little dimple above his lip. God, give me the privilege to have my heart sink into my chest. I don't care if it's bleeding, because at least I know I still have a heart and that my heart is still beating. God, I'll even invite the depression in, and I'll even appreciate the grief, because at least I will have a reference for what it's really like to feel peace. And if it takes hating myself to find what I love, then I'll step inside and discover. God, I'll flush every last one of these fucking pills so I can see what it's like to recover. And I'll never again pick up a knife and press it into my skin, because I'm grateful for my flaws and imperfections, because I am grateful to live. It's hard to explain what death feels like, even when you take much more than a glance. And you may think beauty is in a dying breath, but there's nothing more beautiful than a second chance. My heart still sinks into my chest sometimes, and sometimes I still do weep. And there are days when the sunlight gives me a chill and my anxiety bids me to sleep. And I still have less than normal thoughts, but today I don't feel hopeless, because today I know that true beauty is found in all who are broken.